you real quick. Don't you think that the politicians already know this stuff that we've been hearing today?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, they do. Don't you think that the oil and gas companies themselves already know this stuff?
Yeah.
Of course they do. One of the people who testified today talked about farmer's luck. That is such bull.
Yeah, man. Go down.
You know, I heard my friend John Trollo speak earlier and talk about his frustration with lobbying. You know, I am just as frustrated with lobbying. We have to concentrate on what it takes to build power. We are losing this fight here in Pennsylvania, folks. And if we want to not lose, what we have to do is we have to change the game.
Amen.
Yeah.
Right now, we are playing the game like we've always played it. We have got to go where the enemy does not expect us.
Yep.
What does that mean? That means, one, we need to be doing more education. Right now, do you know that the oil and gas forces, they employ a whole lot of people that go to speak with groups in non-shale areas of the state. Most of the population of Pennsylvania is in the non-shale sections of the state. Think about it. If the people in Philadelphia, if the people in southeastern Pennsylvania, if the people in south central Pennsylvania make the decision that this industry is not a good thing, that's going to change the conversation. That's going to change the balance of power. So we need to get beyond our comfort zones. The kind of stories that we're hearing here today. There are organizations in Philadelphia. There are organizations in South Central Pennsylvania, like ones that Susan Norris and some of the folks back there are associated with. We should be bringing these stories to a much larger group. Second, once we are educated, we need to agitate. Now, what does that mean? People call people agitators. They say it's a pejorative. It's a bad thing. What agitation is looking at what is stopping me or stopping you from taking action and getting beyond it. It's laying it out. What do you need to do in order to grow, in order to take that next step? I'm going to agitate you on something very important. We, as a movement, we spend a lot of time trying to understand hydraulic fracturing. We are not engineers. We are not oil and gas experts. But we have spent good time that we could otherwise be with our families. And spending time trying to understand this stuff because we need to get a handle on it. But have we spent as much time figuring out how to develop a strategy? What are good tactics? There is a whole art and science of organizing that needs to be learned and needs to be studied. You could spend an entire day, just like you spent today, not focusing for that day on the technical aspects, but focusing on how to do outreach. And then lastly, We need to organize. And the heart of organization is action. John Trowell and I might disagree. John wants to go off and get arrested, I think. You know what? I don't care. The important thing is to choose a direction. Take it and pursue it. Some of us are going to generate lawsuits. Some of us are going to work in the media. Some of us are going to be community organizers. But we need to choose a focus and then pursue it and take it on. And then we need to have a specific demand. A specific demand that takes it beyond oppression. What is the difference between revolt and oppression? The difference is whether you have an organized demand that you're focused around. If you have a demand and you go out and organize other people to achieve it, then you can have a revolt. Otherwise, you just have your oppression. And then lastly, you have measurable results and you hold yourself accountable to those results. How many people have you talked to? How many people came to the last meeting? What did people have to say about it? I know this isn't what we've been talking about today. But you know what? This is all about getting beyond talking to the usual suspects. And that is what we need to do, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.